On behalf of Department of English, Government Postgraduate College, Attock, I welcome you all. These online classes have been started to help students for the preparation of the final papers that will be conducted by the University of the Punjab. As the COVID-19 has disturbed all fields of life, similarly, academic life and educational institutions have also been affected by this. In order to save the time of the students and to enable them to prepare themselves for the final exam, these classes are started on the instructions of Higher Education Department, Government of the Punjab, Lahore. Abdul Qayyum here, Assistant Professor of English with the lecture of B.Sc English Part 2, and we had discussed report writing in the last lecture. In this lecture too, I would continue with report writing, and in today's lecture I would be telling you about the stages of report writing. There are 7 stages that we need to consider while writing a report. So in today's lecture, I would be sharing with you the stages that should be followed while writing a report. By following these stages, you would be able to write a comprehensive and well organized report. Today I will continue with the stages of report writing. And in this lecture, I have discussed the first 3 stages that are required for the report writing. As you know, there are several stages of report writing. So the first 3 stages were already discussed in previous lecture. And in today's lecture, I will continue with the fourth stage that is required for the analysis of report writing. And this stage is analysis of material. The quality of material uh, counts very much, and that matters a lot in the report writing. So, to select the material of the report writing, we need to have the analysis of that material in this way. This stage is very much significant in report writing. Of course, what we need is to make notes of the material. Of course, the material you have read is would be certainly extended, and that would be in detail. So what do you need is to make the notes of that material. Uh, this would help you in concentrating on the main points. If the material is not in an organized way, then it would be quite challenging for you to make a report or to write a report. So, what is the basic requirement with this material is to make notes of the material. This would serve in 2 ways. One, that this would help you in concentrating on the main points, and secondly, this would also uh, help you in organizing the material in a logical way, and that this will acquaint you with the material. Because when you are making the notes of the material, so certainly it is getting more and more uh, relevant to you, and that will help you a lot. And the next step in the fourth stage is to what to conclude. You know that conclusion is very much important. And as it is said that we need to conclude that in a logical way. As we said, all is well that ends well. So the end of the conclusion should also be very much logical and convincing, because that is the point. where you summarize the whole story. So the conclusion of the report writing is based upon the information on the story that you have already presented. But here you concentrate on the conclusion, that what is the outcome of that story and that event that you have discussed in detail in the report writing. So this is very much important point in the report writing, that is conclusion. Again, a provision of evidence that composing the report is not, uh, you know, is something that is not based upon evidence. What you say in the report, that must be evidence based. You need to provide an evidence that would make your report a logical one and acceptable one. If it is not evidence based, what you say is this cannot be supported by any evidence, either documented or otherwise, then this would not attain the right. So always go for the provision of evidence. That is more significant point in report writing. Here comes stage 5 in report writing. In this report, we need to provide appropriate sections in the report writing. Uh, that will also be discussed in the upcoming lectures, that what are the main parts are the sections of report writing. So making that sections would also help you in presenting your information or the report or event reporting in a logical way, and it also facilitates the reader as well, that when he reads a specific section, he is already tuned that what is going to be presented in this part of the report writing. And if it is described just in essay manner, then it is quite difficult for the writer and the reader both, because they do not know what is going in the next part. So when you divide it in a proper section and you give the proper heading, so the reader knows whether it is the introduction, whether it is a subject, whether it is suggestion, or whatsoever the case is. So making appropriate sections is important in the report writing. The next step is to be direct and precise. Report writing is not storytelling, that you go in a long narrative and you provide a lot of details about something, and you give very much long introduction of the background information that is required for the report writing. Now, what is more important in report writing is to be direct, or whatever the concern is, whatever the issue is, come to that in a direct way, because this would be time saving and for the readers as well, because report writing is to report the certain event or the certain incident that has taken place, or a certain phenomena, or whatsoever that is. So the need is to report it directly, not in an indirect way, and providing a lot of the context and the background information, be in a direct way in this report writing, and precise, precision. As Shakespeare says, brevity is the soul of wit. Similarly, precision is very much important. Precise means to be short, to be brief. Whatever you say, say that in a brief way. This would save the time of the reader and the writer, because precision presents the information in the best, least possible words. Uh, that is what that the attention and the time of both reader and writer is saved. Next comes clear structure. Uh, this helps in retaining and maintaining the clarity in the report. The structure should be very much clear. It should be self-evident uh, in order to convey the message uh, in a candid way, in a clear way. And that structure that you follow about that report writing should be very much vivid one. In following this way, you would be very much at ease to present whatever you want to say. If the structure is ambiguous, then certainly the subject matter would also become ambiguous, and ambiguity would be is not conducive to report writing. What is because you need to find out a solution for something, and if that presentation is itself ambiguous, it is instead of solving the problem, it would create the further problem. So this clarity would be uh, very much important in report writing. And now we come to the sixth stage, and that is redrafting. The redrafting works upon the improvement of report writing. That whatever has been written once, that is revised, and this revision of the draft lends strength, clarity, and organization to the report. In this way, redrafting improves the quality of the report writing, because something that is missing in the first draft that can be improved or addressed in the second draft. So this drafting and redrafting actually improves the quality of the report writing. Again, this makes the report more attractive and more fruitful for the readers, because the weaknesses that have taken place in the first draft, they are actually addressed in order to make it more effective. So rearrange material. In revisiting the draft, we feel that this information is not making sense here, rather it should be put somewhere else. So this is relocation of the material, because when you read the whole report, you come to know that here this information seems suitable and here it doesn't make sense. So this redrafting actually helps us in rearranging the material that has been finalized to be included in the report writing. Read from the perspective of reader. Again, very much important in order to make the report better. Do not read it from your perspective, from the perspective of the writer, because you know the background, you know each and everything. So if you read it cursory, even then you get the idea. But read it from the point of view of a reader who does not know anything about that report. So when you would be reading from that perspective, you would come to know the the weaknesses or the problems that are there in order to remove them. These challenges could be regarding the subject matter or the structure of the sentence, so whatsoever that is. So revisiting that draft would, from the perspective of the reader, would improve the quality of the report. Explain clearly. Clarity is the focal point of the report writing. Whatever you present it in a clear way. This will improve the quality of the report, and this would facilitate the reader to understand clearly and easily whatever has already been said in that report. In this way, always follow the way of the clarity. That would explain in a much more comprehensive way whatever you want to say, and that would be communicated easily and fully. Otherwise, if there is some ambiguity in the report writing, certainly it would affect the message or the theme that is presented there in the report writing. So, redrafting is the crucial and the very much important step in the report writing, because it rearranges the material so as to make it presentable, and again to read it from the perspective of reader to find out how to present it in a better way, and finally explaining everything in a clear way, because this clarity is the soul of the report writing, rather every writing. Clarity conveys the message in the best possible way. Otherwise, all tempo is lost if clarity is not existing here. So always concentrate on the clarity in report writing. Now we come to the final stage of the report writing, that is presentation. Presentation means the report is ready, and now you need to present it to the required audience or the reader. So that is again the important point of the report, because well presented reports serve the purpose. And in presentation, what we need is to check the wording, whether words used are there appropriate, or they can be replaced by more appropriate word, because uh, the proper word conveys the best message. So look at the choice of the words, the words you have used, whether they can be replaced by other words that are more suitable and that can convey the message in a more logical way. And check formatting, is the very much significant aspect of report writing, that whatever is written and presented in a proper format. uh, this would help in retaining the sequence and the formation of the report writing. uh, so this is a crucial point in the report writing as well. And then comes proofreading. While writing a report, uh, it is possible that certain words are misspelled, or there could be some grammatical mistake or the punctuation mistake. Proofreading would help in spotting out the mistakes that have taken place in the report writing, and that would help in correcting the report uh, so as to send an error-free report to the audience or to the readers. Uh, the final point is to create strong impression. A report is written for the presentation of a certain issue or problem, whatever that is. So present it in such a way that it creates the best and the strong impression on the reader. For this, like clarity, logical order, proofreading, selection of the words, arrangement of the material, evidence-based. So all these things should be chosen in such a way to make this report an impressive one. So these are the stages that you need to consider while writing the report. That is all for all, and that's all so far. And from the next, we'll continue with the next steps it involves. So I'm giving you detailed information about report writing. So when we would reach the final, the actual activity of doing report writing, so you would be able to know all the things that are required for the report writing. That is all for today. I hope that you would understand it and would be able to know report writing. If you feel any inconvenience and if you feel some confusion, so WhatsApp group is there. You can share your questions or the queries there. Thank you very much.